Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Playimaginative Super Alloy Iron Man 3 War Machine Mark II 1/12 scale collectible figure. Spot went to the very big, the 1/4 scale War Machine. Decided to go to the 1/12 scale War Machine to show you guys the different pieces that the folks over at Playimaginative are producing. You can head over to www.playimaginative.com. You can also head over to www.superalloyfigure.com and check out the pieces that they are producing. A really nice image on the front of War Machine as well. I find War Machine gets a lot of love, despite the fact really he was only in technically Iron Man 2, and I guess he's going to be appearing in Avengers 2 as well. But there's a lot of pieces being produced for War Machine Mark II. On the side of the package, there's an image of War Machine, Super Alloy 1/12 scale collectible figure War Machine Mark II. On the back, War Machine features articulated cannon, more than 70% die-cast metal exterior, LED light-up eyes, LED lights in chest, more than 20 points of articulation, and interchangeable hands. He does also come with a semi-die-cast base stand and repulsor effects. So we're going to show you, I'll show you all that when we get this out of packaging. Last but certainly not least, and also recommended for ages 15 and up, this is obviously a higher-end collectible that you wouldn't want to be giving to kids to play with. But on the inside too, War Machine Mark II, Playimaginative.com, and you can see the War Machine and his contents inside there. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Playimaginative 1/12 scale collectible figure of War Machine Mark II. Stay tuned, guys. There's more heading your way. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Waiting for a dramatic pause. Stay tuned. Just before we have a look at the War Machine Mark II, I want to show you guys the display stand that comes with War Machine. Comes with 3 different pieces: the main base, the clear neck, and the waist clamp that will hold War Machine in place. You also get yourself a screwdriver, but you don't actually need the screwdriver for the batteries for the display stand. Now the only downside though is it doesn't actually come with batteries. Just take the plate off. It looks like it comes with 3 possibly AAA batteries. Let's check. Yes, not only are they AAA batteries, but Spot had himself a fresh pack of AAA batteries. So we put those in like so, close the cover, and there is a switch right on the back side here. We turn that on and we have a nice illumination around the perimeter of the base. Putting in the clear stand and the waist clamp gives us a completed look and a really nice illuminated display stand. Now, when it comes to War Machine, on the other hand, War Machine comes with a slew of different accessories. More importantly, you can probably see he comes with a lot of different hands. I'll show you guys that in a second. First things first, let's have a look at War Machine. He is everything I really loved about the 1/4 scale, and Spot's got him on display right now. That 1/4 scale piece is gorgeous. Again, if you ever get a chance to pick him up, definitely do yourself a favor and grab that guy. But everything I loved about the 1/4 scale is recreated here in a much smaller scale. Now the beauty of it is it still has all the die cast that you would have seen with the 1/4 scale, just in a smaller format. Right down to the fact actually that this War Machine also has a light up eyes and repulsor or arc reactor, as we saw in the package end of it. I don't want to point it right at your face. You can see though it's very bright, especially the arc reactor is extremely bright on War Machine here. Considering as well this is a small piece as it is, that's extremely bright. Also, like the 1/4 scale, you get yourself a miniature version of the shoulder cannon. All the details right down to the little labels, the little caution label is on there as well. But all the smallest of details are still captured on the 1/12 scale that we saw with the 1/4 scale. You can take the back, and it's a rectangular plug, so when you put it in, make sure you're putting in upright like so, and it can be plugged just onto the side. Now there's a track that runs all the way around, almost like a U shape here, And you can have that shoulder cannon on any one of those slots. Just again, depending on where you want it. Let's say, you know what, I'm going to put it on that shoulder there. It is adjustable as well, so it swivels in two places. It swivels in the main neck area, then it swivels on a secondary section of the neck area, and then from there it hinges where the cannon would be able to move and be brought forward on War Machine. It's a really nice touch. It doesn't light up. It won't light up to the way that the 1/4 scale lit up, but it's still a really nice piece. Excluding the pair of hands that come included already on War Machine, he also comes with an extra 9 hands. From being open palms, partially closed fists, saluting hand, and finally a pair of open hands with a little notch on the palms themselves. And if you're probably wondering what those are for, we can take the War Machine here, just wiggle the hands off the ball sockets like so, and make sure thumbsies go in. You know how it goes. Thumbsies go in. We're just going to take the hand here and just peg it into place, peg it into that ball socket area. Then you can take these little things, these little Repulsor Blast attachments. They are a little sharp, be a little careful with them, but there's a little peg point on the underside here, and they're actually shaped a certain way. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of like an inverted T. So that will tell you which way you want to peg them into place. And you just take it and peg it into his hands, and it gives you a look that looks something like that. That is really neat. Again, you got to be very careful, like these pieces right here. Make sure you don't break those off. But yeah, that's a really neat look. A great way to display War Machine. Kind of wish that it would have also given us the option to peg it into the shoulder cannon too. That we could have had a third, but that's a great way to display him. And while I'm at it, actually, why don't I just turn on the arc reactor and his eyes so you guys can get the full effect. That's just so awesome. That's a great way. And that's probably, though I probably won't have the lights on all the time, I'm going to probably be displaying War Machine with these on. For War Machine's articulation, what you saw with the 1/4 scale is pretty much scaled down here to the 1/12 scale. War Machine has a ball joint in the head, but then he also has an extra swivel right at the lower neck socket as well. So the neck does move, but then you've got the independent movement of the head itself. His shoulders sit on a ball joint and surprisingly have a lot more movement than I was expecting. The shoulder movement is very flexible, and there's a lot you can do with it. Also, the shoulder guards or the shoulder plates here are also on independent ball joints, so it allows the arms to move, and these don't restrict that at all. When it comes to his arms are on a double bend. It looks like there's a single bend in the arm hinge, but then there looks like there's a secondary hinge right at the elbow area, allowing you to get a lot more movement, especially areas, you know, if you wanted to have War Machine saluting, you can do that with the elbows. Hands are also on a ball joint. When you get to his torso section here, his torso is on a ball joint in the upper torso, but then he also has a ball joint in the lower torso section. His legs are interesting enough as it has a regular ball hinge joint. However, what you can do then too is pull the legs out, and then you have the option to move the legs in a position and in opposing way that you wouldn't be able to do before. I really like that. As for his legs are on a double hinge in the knee, again, same as what we saw with the 1/4 scale. And also his feet, though they pop out from time to time, his feet are also sitting on a ball joint. The 1/12 version of War Machine, version 2, is a great way to get everything you loved about Playimaginative in a much smaller scale. Spot loves his 1/4 scale, and again, it's on display in my room here. It's just a sight to be seen. However, it does take up a lot of space. The 1/12 scale, on the other hand, is a perfect scale for something that you can put on your desk, and you get all the details and quality that you would get from Playimaginative just on a smaller scope. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Playimaginative Super Alloy 1/12 scale War Machine Mark II. If you guys are interested in checking out more, I'm going to provide the links down below to Playimaginative and also Super Alloy. If you guys want to check out, see some of the other pieces that they're producing, both again from the very, very big to the very, very small. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. Certainly, thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you guys next time.